Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hike 365 live show. We're here once again to discuss our ongoing challenge to you and everyone else, and even, I guess it covers everybody, to hike 365 miles this year.
Yes. Welcome to Happy Trails Hiking. We're here. It's week 42. 42. Are we excited? We're excited. We are over 4,000 miles as a team.
That's right.
We have over 4,000 miles. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited. All right. So I would like you to guess how many miles we will have as a team because we only have 10 weeks left. 10. Can you believe it? 10 weeks left before the new year. Anyway, so we have 10 weeks left. And you can leave an official guess by coming back and leaving a comment after the show is over. Okay, so I love that you guys leave comments here, but leaving an official guess on how many miles the whole group is going to have would be awesome. Come back afterwards. I do want to say hi to everybody in the chat, but I do want you all to tell us what you're drinking tonight. Matt, what are you pouring there?
I am pouring. Look at that.
Nice pour. I'm proud of that pour.
That is a Zonker Stout.
Scooch it over just a little bit towards me.
Oh.
There. Thou can see it now.
Okay. That is a Zonker Stout, and it is from the Snake River Brewing Company in Jackson, Wyoming.
Woohoo.
And this is either the last or the next to the last one that we have left from our summer trip.
Okay. All right. And I'm drinking a Bold Rock hard cider, and it's a rosé. So it really is pink, but it's it says crushed and crafted in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I'm drinking Blue Ridge Mountain stuff because, well, that's where I was last weekend. And really, this is pink. All right. So I do want to check in with the chat. So I want to say hi to everybody who's here. Thanks for joining us in-house tonight. Everyone, meaning Outdoor Nomad, who was the first one to make a comment in the chat. Woo! Okay. Hi, Steve. Gilbert Rod, Lori Bryant, Panic D Paranormal History, as well as Marty's crew, Our Family Adventures. Killer Whale is here. Hello, Killer Whale. It's, I think, the first time I've ever seen Killer Whale in one of our chats.
All right.
I don't know that we've ever had a killer whale in our chat.
All right. Well, as long as I'm not a smaller fish, I guess that's okay.
I guess that's good.
Or I'm not. Well, I'm not in the ocean, so I'm good.
Probably all right. Deb Shane is here. Says hiya. Matt's gonna brew soon, by the way. Speaking of, Deb Shane always reminds me that you're gonna brew. So there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll get there.
And Marty's crew's having water tonight. Outdoor Nomad says 460. I mean 4,600. Oh, well, that might be tonight's number. Just never know. I don't know. Did I pull the spreadsheet up? I hope I did. If I did not, I'll get it. Panic D's drinking coffee. The Outdoor Nomad has a hard lemonade. Jerome B Farm is here. Hello, Darren. It's good to see you. What you drinking tonight? Unapologetically Gomez is here. It's good to see you. Yes, and it says she caught us live. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming. I'm happy to have you here today. So, as most of you know, this is our Hike 365 challenge. And if you guys have any questions tonight, please make sure you put at Happy Trails Hiking. We've got a ton of pictures here.
Okay, wow.
Pictures.
I haven't checked them out.
I know you haven't looked at them.
I've been lazy today. I haven't done anything.
Tonight we do have, tonight we're going to do a little things in a little bit of different order, but I've done all of my stuff. Let me pull up the screenshot. There we go. All right. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready.
All right. So, Kay's pulling up the spreadsheet now.
Now.
And...
Not yet. I mean,
okay.
Now. Ha!
So, I think most everyone here is familiar with this, but I know we have a couple of new names.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we're looking at now is a summary of our progress for the year. But we also want to know what's happened recently. So, all of the teams are the column on the left.
Left.
So then if you look at the second column, Now, this is usually a weekly show. However, we were on the road last week, so we did not broadcast. And today we are covering weeks 40 and 41 together. So the second column represents the mileage that has been submitted by those teams in this time frame. The third column, of course, is the grand total for each team. So we have as few as, let's see, 2 miles, and as high as approaching 500. So, and that is the total for the year that each team has accomplished. The next to the last column is the target, and that represents if you did 1 mile per day, that's the number of miles that we would have, and that's 287 miles per team that we would have had we done 1 mile per day. And then the last column is your percentage of the target. So, for example, if you look almost halfway down, you'll see Happy Trails Hiking. In the past 2 weeks, we have gotten 14.5 miles.
Woo-hoo!
And we have 187 miles total for the year. And our target is 287. So therefore, we have a 65% for the year. And so you can look on this and see where you are in the stats at this point in time.
Right. And as Jerome B. Farm says, Vicky Marshall, dang girl. Yes. And I'm sure you said it in that accent too. But anyway, yeah, she's almost at 500. That's just, Vicky has been knocking it out of the park. She lives down in Florida. And so had all those winter months when it was really cold here to get lots of miles in. And I believe she might be retired too. Okay. So, well, but yeah, rocking it out of the park.
We've got tons of folks that have done a lot.
Outdoor Nomad, 500 miles. Look at that. 502.9. Oh, okay. So Steve, can you please get an extra 0.1?
Well, I can just round that column if the 0.9 bothers you.
No, I want Steve to get the 0.1. All right. You're doing awesome, Steve. That's awesome. Yes, leading the group. That's true. So yeah, and Cliff Reiser's got 368.3. He said last week, he said a couple weeks ago, I'm gonna get over the hump. So he did. Good job, Cliff. That's awesome. So yes, so Outdoor Nomad guessed a couple up in the thread somewhere. He guessed that we were going to be at 4,600 for the year. So as I said at the beginning, if you're interested in guessing for the challenge, how much we're all going to get as a team, please come back and leave a comment at the end. He said, I'm going to be right back so he can get his 0.1. Oh, okay. Steve, love it. Love it. That's awesome. Okay. So can I quit sharing that screen, or does anybody have any questions? Okay. And Gilbert Rod says, I have many more miles, but not officially recorded with a group until today. Well, you can back record. Can't we back record? Is that a thing?
So just record whatever it is, whenever.
It's self-recording. So if you tell me you hiked 365 miles this week, then I'll have to trust that you're not lying. If
it's back recording, I don't care. It really won't matter. So I'm just going to get the new entries at the bottom of the spreadsheet and add them in. That's all I'll do.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm done with that for right now. And then announce total miles. Oh, now we have the map. So I have not done a map of our hikes in a really long time. So I want to apologize for that first. Second of all, let me share the map because that's fun. I like maps. We like maps here a lot.
Maps are good.
Maps are very good. So here's our map. And I don't know. What are you seeing of the map? Maybe it's not big enough. Can I make it bigger?
I think it's fine.
Is it okay?
That's okay.
It's kind of okay. I needed to get Massachusetts in. So we don't have any on the West Coast, but the West Coast is having issues. Not personal issues, just issues. So Kansas has been doing really well, though. Marty's crew has been covering the miles. Look at all this.
Wow, way to represent for Kansas.
Woot. Good job, Marty's crew. And then Steve the Outdoor Nomad's getting all of his stuff down here. These Arkansas ones are from Justin Smith, who is used to be Rosie Smith and River to Ridge. So that's that's his miles down here is in Arkansas. He, I guess, took a little trip. These are Matt and I's miles up here, and a couple of them down here. And then Gilbert Rod is over here in Massachusetts getting in miles. He's got a couple pictures for us. And Chris Coney is getting miles in on the AT in Pennsylvania, not in Philadelphia. But all right. And yeah, I can zoom in on any of those if you want me to. It's not Altus Lake, I don't think. But Jerome Bee Farm Outdoor Nomad is, yeah, Lake Altus. I guess it is. He's Oklahoma too, so you two can get together and chit chat. Anyway, so there's our map. So I love maps, and thanks for letting me share that, and thanks for sharing all of your locations that you all have been hiking. So, and okay, I did that. I'm going down my list, guys, because it's a Sunday and lists are important. So
yeah, we've always used a list on the show.
Yeah, that's true. Great job. So we're at 40 something, 4,200. We said 4,211 miles. So great job, everybody. And I do want to show you all the great pictures that we have. And well, our show is brought to you normally by our photography store, and you can see some of the photos over our head. And we'd like to welcome all the new folks into the room. And so let's see, our Shopify store. No, it's not our Shopify store. These photos can be found at happytrailshiking.com/store. And I've got that video for you. And so if you haven't seen this before, it makes me happy, and I hope you enjoy it. And Matt, if you want to talk about any of those pictures, you're more than welcome to do that.
Sure. So those of you who have been with us for a while, you've seen these before. But if you're new, then you might possibly recognize them. You might possibly not. But the first scene that you saw was a very famous barn in the Tetons. And this one we're right here is just a different picture of the Tetons. We've also got pictures from Bryce Canyon. This is one of them. That's called Thor's Hammer. We've got pictures from our trip to the Smokies in there, multiple ones of those. There are wildlife pictures, bison, owls. Oh, Crater Lake. This is one of my favorites of all time. If you haven't been to Crater Lake, it really is as blue as those pictures make it look. There's no touching up done to the Crater Lake ones at all to make it more blue. It was completely unnecessary. That's just the way the photo came out from our camera. And of course, Yellowstone being one of our favorites, we couldn't have a store of photography-based products without including Yellowstone.
We also have wildlife photos. This is our eagle collage. 2 different eagles here. And then this was my very first moose that I ever got to see, and she had 2 little calves with her.
And we saw that moose while we were in the Rocky Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably 30 yards from our tent. We were packing up to go in the morning, and I just turned around, and the moose were there.
Yeah, Matt says, "Is that a moose?" And I went, "Well, yes, it is. Get your camera." Yes, so that is our footage, and you can find that at happytrailshiking.com/store. And I believe Lori Bryant put the link in the description or in the thing. Thank you very much, Matt. We have Crap Rocket 423. I just wanted to say the name. So
Crap Rocket 423.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a name, dude.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. And I don't know that I've ever seen you in our chat before. So we're happy that you're here. This is the Hike 365 Live Challenge. Our Hike 365 Challenge. And we're live. And now is the point in our show where we get to show pictures.
Oh, all right.
For everybody else. So I have our pictures at the end, but I will I'll show everybody else's pictures. So when you fill out your forms to put up your miles, you have an option of sharing pictures, and lots of people did this week, so I'm really excited. So first up is Gilbert Rod. He has let's see. He has Tinkham Woodlands, and just put up a video from here today too. But look at the pretty fall colors in Massachusetts. It's very nice. And he's got his camera set up there too. That's pretty cool, Gilbert. It's beautiful. And he just did a video about these walls that are set up. He is guessing that this used to be an old like an old settlement or an old homestead. And we're going to hear more about that in our next coming up, in his next coming up stuff. So those are great photos. Thank you very much for sharing those, Gilbert. All right. The unfortunate part about this is I have to do this over and over. So there's not a good way of share screen on here, but that's okay. The next ones are from Marty's Crew, Our Family Adventures. And we have, Little Jerusalem. Little Jerusalem is the Badlands of Kansas.
This is a new state park in Kansas.
Yes. Yeah. Brand new state park. And this is Christina from Marty's Crew and the Badlands of Kansas. So, just amazing. Just amazing features. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, there's only 3. Oh.
We'll have to get over there sometime.
Yeah, we have to get over there. That'll be awesome. That's great.
And I've seen some other pictures of Little Jerusalem, and it really reminds me of other Badlands that we've seen, like in South Dakota or wherever that was.
Oh yeah, I think it's all part of that swath down from North Dakota and South Dakota and Kansas. It's all the same formations and kind of.
Yeah, and Elf Lord Journey says it looks sort of like New Mexico, and yep, I agree.
Kinda, it does. Hi, Elf Lord's Journey. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming. I had Monument Rocks. This is another one from Marty's Crew. Look at these. This is Kansas.
Is that Kansas as well?
This is Kansas. Did you even guess that Kansas looked like this?
No, I thought it was all flat.
Well, there's the moon. Sorry. I just saw that. Great picture of the crew kids. They look a little cold there, Tony. Yes, this is Kansas. I can't believe it. It's beautiful. Wow. That's just amazing. Thanks for sending in those pictures. That's an RV, by the way, and that's how big those are. It's not like some fancy photography or anything. Yeah, Elf Lord's Journey thought it was flat and green. So, yeah, it's brownish.
Yeah, that's more southwestish without the red.
Yeah, definitely that clay. Anyway. There's lots to see in the state of Kansas, and the state would really blow you away. Yeah. I agree. It's beautiful. All right, so that one's done. Good job. Let me get rid of a couple of tabs here. The next one, for those of you who might remember River to Ridge, he hasn't been doing much with the Hike 365 for this year. Or at least not for the last few months. It got really hot here in Missouri, and I know he's from Missouri too, but he must have spent a little bit of time down in Arkansas and took some pictures. Northern Arkansas has just some beautiful landscapes, and this is Hawksbill Ridge or Hawksbill Point or something to that effect. And it's, I've seen so many people out on that Hawksbill is what they call it. And it's just beautiful. I'm not sure where all these are.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. These are all in northwest Arkansas. So people right there.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty broad edge there, but
yeah.
But if they had to go through the narrower stuff to get there, I don't know. Yeah, that's
sure.
Pretty intense, though.
It looks a little wet right there.
Yeah, that'd be the thing that would concern me.
Yeah. Yes. Elf Lord's Journey says, I've been to the Ozarks. The Buffalo River is beautiful. Yes, it is. And that's just a stunning, I would guess, sunset, but I don't know. That's
kind of feels
pretty.
Like a sunset.
Kind of feels like a sunset. It could be a sunrise, I guess, but very nice. Very nice photography there, Justin. That's beautiful too.
Wow.
Very nice. Art of Morbid is here. Thank you for coming, Frank. It's good to see you. And Food Forest Permaculture is here as well. That's pretty. Looks like the inside of a cave looking out at the people.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Very fun. Very fun. Oh, very pretty. Justin always has great pictures. Always has had. Oh, there's the crew. Very nice. That looks fun. Rope swing. I would totally just fall into the water. He doesn't look like he's ready for swimming, though.
Yeah.
If it was any time
just to swing out and to come back.
Maybe. I don't know. Wish Justin were here. He would let us know. That would be great. Anyway, maybe I'll email Justin and ask. But awesome. So those were really cool. And then let's see. Then we have more Marty's crew. So 3 more from Marty's crew. They've been trekking all over in the last couple of weeks, like you had fall breakers. But yeah, those were really cool. I agree, Jerome, Bee Farm and Homestead. I've gotten behind on the comments, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Outdoor Nomad says Kansas will literally blow you away with all the wind. Yes. I see what you did there. Oh, very funny. Yeah, sorry I've gotten behind on the comments, guys, but that's all right. It's great to see everybody
here. It's just chat here.
Yeah, just chat. Okay, that's fine. Yes, Marty's crew says we've done a lot of hiking in the last few weeks. Next pictures are from Marty's crew. So River Rat Skippy just popped in. It's great to see you. Getting my ducks in a row here. Fancy Creek State Park. Looks like what I would expect Kansas, Missouri hiking to look like. Mm-hmm. Mushrooms. Howie will probably tell us what kind of mushrooms those are. But yes.
Yeah, this could totally be Missouri. This is what I would expect.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep. This looks a lot like what we did today. Well, today wasn't quite so rugged.
It's a little bit more rugged than what we did.
Yeah, there's another wall. Gilbert Rod would like that wall right there. Yeah. Cool. Very pretty. Good views. Good views. Is that another reservoir then? Because that's really cool. Yeah, lots of reservoirs in Kansas. All right, so that was Fancy Creek. Not quite done yet. And then we have Eagle Ridge, and this is the one we hiked in Milford State Park. Eagle Ridge. Mm-hmm. With the cornfields and the tall grasses.
On our way out west.
Yep. Yeah. Milford Lake. Yep. Very nice. Very nice. And then last one is from Konza Prairie. And this was the first place we got to hike. And this is where we met Marty's crew. Right here. It was in Konza Prairie. All right. It's here somewhere. Do you see it? There it is. Konza Prairie. Oh, very pretty. Probably morning sun. That's my guess. And barbed wire and that's awesome. I like that. The way it splits the wire. That's really cool. Yep. Wind goes that way. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's awesome. Great photos, everybody. Thank you all for sharing them. And if you all haven't shown your photos, like I think Steve, the Outdoor Nomad, said one of these days he's going to share photos. One of these days you should. We would love to see them. You take great photos. I've seen his Instagram account. Sorry, I'm not coughing. All right. So the next pictures are ours. So you can help and talk more.
Okay, sure.
You're excited. I can tell. All right.
You know how exciting I get.
Yes. Well, we'll start with that one and we'll go backwards because you know all about that picture. Let me share that screen. So a week ago, we were in that one, maybe. Yeah. A week ago, we were in Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So tell me about this picture, Matt.
So this picture is, as Kai said, in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. But specifically, there is a campground there called Elkmont. And this trail is we did about 3.5 miles in one direction, all along this mountain river. So that's just a picture we took along the way on the trail.
It's with Matt's phone and our new gimbal, though. So my arm didn't have to have the workout this time.
Oh, yeah. Since we've changed our equipment since I got a phone and a gimbal and Kay upgraded her camera. What we tried to do is for moving pictures, leaning towards using stuff taken with the gimbal. And since I do have longer arms, I've taken to doing the pictures of us a little bit. What other photos do you have from the hike?
Okay, I'm coming. So I have a video.
Okay.
Because I like videos. This is just a little river. And you'll see more of it here soon. Because obviously I'm taking pictures. But yeah. So that's our video. And oh, here it is. Do you know where we are here?
Well, that's obviously in the Smokies. But
Yes. So this
I don't actually remember taking that.
Well, this is my picture, so
Okay.
you wouldn't have taken that. So this is the most popular stop along the highway across the Smokies. This is the highway that cuts through the Smokies, and this is Newfound Gap. So Newfound Gap is a really popular spot. It's a popular spot on the Appalachian Trail, as a matter of fact. They have flush toilets. It's really exciting. But this is Newfound Gap, and we're just at the parking lot right here. And it had been raining. Mm-hmm. And was about to rain again, if you can't tell, but you could actually see across the Smokies. And now you see why they call them the Blue Ridge Mountains too. So
sure,
they're beautiful, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and then backwards some more. Do you remember this? What happened here? There were two pictures like this. Ish.
Yeah, I don't remember which device we were using. This was your phone on a timer.
My camera on a timer.
Yeah, your camera on a timer. And Kay's timer is only 3 seconds. And so she had to just run and then pose for the picture.
So the first one I'm going.
Yeah, she didn't quite make it.
This one was better. And Matt's just laughing in this one. It's not great, but that's all right. So I got 2 more things for you. And then we can let everybody go, I guess. Who is the Sasquatch? Well, that would be me. I'm Sasquatch.
Sure you are.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yes, I'm a giant in Kay's family.
Yeah, when we take family pictures and Matt's in them.
One of these things is not like the other.
It's like short. Like it's this little hump and then boop. He's the chimney. Anyway, top of the house. All right, so this guy, it's raining, but this is the bull elk. The bull elk. And he has his harem around him. And yeah. And that's part of the next video. But this is at the visitor center at Aconalufty Visitor Center. And it's on the east side of Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And so we just pulled in to the visitor center, and I was like, oh, there's not going to be any place to park because there's a whole herd of elk. And there are probably 30 of them, I would guess, Lori, I would guess 30-ish of them. And this guy, he was the only bull with all those cows. And I was like, oh, lucky dude. So, but one of the neat things about going anywhere in the fall where there are elk is that elk are in rut, so mating season, and you get to see some of those customs and rituals that they do. And Food Forest Permaculture is asking whether it is a Rocky Mountain elk or a Roosevelt elk, and I honestly have to say I don't know.
This is a Smoky Mountain elk.
It's an Aconalufty elk. I honestly don't know, to be honest. But so I've always wanted to be a around elk during the rut because it's just a new and exciting experience. Lori says Roosevelt. We're going to defer to Lori and say she's probably right.
Because Lori knows.
Look, she is the human Google. Anyway. Okay. So I took some video and hopefully it will work. And for those of you who are part of the Wildlife Wednesdays, you'll see much more of this, but this made me happy. So here it is. And that's what you wait for, folks. You sit around with a whole bunch of other people and you wait for them to scream like that. It's a bellow, you know. And at the beginning of another video, I have another of his bellows, bugle, whatever. Yes, it's amazing. It was really cool. And I don't know. I sat out there and watched those elk for forever. It was great. It was great. My dad said it was raining and he wasn't getting out of the truck, and I don't know. Did you take a nap in the truck too, or did you get out?
No, I took some pictures and I walked around and then I went back to the truck.
Okay. Well, Lori and I walked around the farm thingy there at the Lefty Visitor Center and listened to the elk, waited for the elk to bugle. Now, this elk, they were all laying down when we got there, but when he got up, he started rousing all the cows, and they all got up too. Food Forest Permaculture is giving facts, and I like it. Roosevelt elk are from Norway, and Teddy Roosevelt received them from the King of Norway. Well, thank you very much. That was cool. And then Rocky Mountain elk are native to North America.
So I would say that these elk look very similar to the elk that we have seen in Yellowstone and in the Rockies.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think we did see, perhaps when we're on the far left coast, we've seen some elk that were a bit different.
They're Roosevelt elk.
Yeah, those may have been the Roosevelt on the far west coast.
But sure. Lori says that these are Roosevelt elk too.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. Oh, and Lori says that they were reintroduced
from Land Between the Lakes.
Reintroduced from Land Between the Lakes. Oh, okay.
So apparently the ones at LBL were introduced in the Smokies.
Gotcha.
Is that what I bet that's what Laura's saying.
And Food Forest Permaculture does not need to Google anything. He keeps so much in his brain. I don't even know. Anyway, let's see. And Frank says, how rare are those elk?
Actually, I think at this point elk are not so rare anymore. And I've been hearing that in Missouri they may even have a elk hunting season. It won't have a lot of tags, but they're gonna.
I think there's even a tag lottery here in Missouri.
Okay.
But yeah, we do have.
I don't think they're particularly rare or endangered at this point.
No, and in Great Smoky Mountains, there are several herds of them. This is not the only bull elk that are there. So yeah, there's several herds. We have some in Lone Elk Park in South St. Louis.
In St. Louis.
So yeah, I think that they're not as prevalent as deer, but they're not not rare.
It's not like a whitetail. I mean, you can get a whitetail, with your Chevrolet on the ride home.
Right. Marty's Crew says there's a tag lottery in Kansas for them, and Idahonian says elk are everywhere. Jerome B. Farm says elk in southern Oklahoma, and they have a season along with deer season, but it's limited.
It's more limited, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool. It's been an educational show. I think that was all I had. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's it, folks. I appreciate you being here with us, and as far as I know, we're home next weekend, so we should be able to be back on for Hike 365 Live for week 43. Remember, if you want to guess at how many miles we're going to get, please make sure that you come back and leave a comment on how many miles you think that we will get totally as a team in the next, for total. And we only have 10 weeks left. So everybody get out there and get your foot miles in. And
And I'll just reach out to Jerome and say, thank you for that recommendation, but I'm not going to chug it.
Oh, chug your beer? No, and it's not an IPA tonight.
Well, I wasn't going to mention that.
But. He wasn't here at the beginning. So yeah, Darren, he has a stout tonight, and I have a cider. It's very cidery. And it's pink. I feel very pink drinking it, but that's all right. Anyway, you all have a great evening and a great week, and share this with folks that you think would enjoy seeing pictures and hearing elk bugle and stuff,
and care about hiking
and stuff like that. And coming up this week, we've got all sorts of fun things on the Healthy Lifestyle Show. So hopefully you'll tune in for that, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Cheers,
Thanks, everybody. Cheers.